I just request all the participants to ask queries through chat. I think some of the customers have their queries. Maybe one of the speakers can just go through it and answer them.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. I'm Nanda Kumar here.
Oh,
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, see, you've mentioned in your presentation, that it is 70% of the lowest tariff what Tangerco would get in. Even the tariffs which have been floated out in the market, something like 2.7 to 2.4, and these kind of tariffs are becoming, highly questionable. And 70% of that too for 25 years. And with that, you are telling the IRR is something like about 30%. What's the basis, or how is it really works out, Vijayanand?
So I will just explain, sir. So you don't want to first don't confuse with the feed-in tariff. That means
Okay.
with your net metering and with the
Okay.
captive. So
Okay.
these things are both are quite different because now we are not injecting the power into the grid and we are not going to get the revenue from Tangerco.
Okay.
So
So you
the
mean
HT
only what we spend by way of our tariff with Tangerco, only you will be considering that saving and then be calculating
yes,
it, is it? Okay.
yes, sir. So what we do is, so it is a captive power plant. That means you are
Okay.
going to consume it by yourself. So by
Okay.
putting up
Understood.
the
But
plant,
does Tangerco provides immunity to the consumers that after some years they should not say that there will be a tax on non-consumption. See, like now for industries they have a tax for non-consumption. If you have a demand already, you're given your application to the EB, and if you are not able to draw that, so the one is this MD charge and other is the non-generation. Suppose you use other form of your own captive source. So is there any immunity over a period of 25 years? They provide, once they sign a suitable agreement or otherwise.
this
no, sir.
is
Actually,
maybe Vijayanand. Sorry to interrupt, but this is something which is laid down in the regulation as of now,
Okay.
which says it is 25 years is the tenure of the price, and the price is fixed based on the least amount and 75% of the least amount. It is absolutely an one-sided
Okay.
contract, no doubt. And the thing is, what we need to understand is they are not expecting you to feed into the grid. So this is
That's absolutely
only,
right. No, only thing is,
yeah,
my question is that does it provide that the Tangerco's agreement with the consumer, does it provide immunity that in case after a few years they bring in some amendment wherein they try to say like, okay, you don't consume the power from electricity board, so you'll be charged a non-consumption tax or non-generation tax like that.
no. As of now, the contract stands this way. You are paying a non-consumption, though you may not call it as a tax. It is actually called as a demand charge. Primarily, that
Okay.
is paid for the infrastructure that is created to supply power to you. Whether you
Okay.
consume power or not, you will have to pay the demand charges. So that is primarily done to take care of their infrastructure cost. So you are already paying that. That's a
But in
fixed
case
cost.
of residential retail consumers, this MD charge doesn't apply. This is possibly for the consumers who are the industrial or people in the higher bracket of consumption. It is fine. But for the LT residential consumers, this MD charges doesn't apply.
Correct. You are right. MD charges residential kind of people. It is not called as demand charges. There is a minimum charge which you will pay. And
Okay.
apart from that, it is not, of course, less than 100 units if you consume, it is still,
Yeah,
there
of
is no
course.
charges for you.
That's
That is
right.
a different category of working altogether that may go through changes as time progresses, because as of today, it is subsidized. but this might not stand as it continues, because whatever the electricity amendment draft that has come in today, I mean about 2 weeks back, it was put on the central government's
Yeah,
website.
about a week
That
back.
is talking of an uniform charge, even cast even for residential and industrial consumers. So
Okay.
so this could go for a toss, particularly if you are when changes like this come, sweeping changes come into the system. So there is nothing which says you are guaranteed for this or that as it stands. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification. It is a good meeting organized by eClouds and as well as ORB Energy. That too during this lockdown period, it's good, informative, and very useful to many people.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Shantakumar, sir, one more question from Jaganathan here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
Sir, when you fine, sir. How are you? What about you, sir?
Oh, yes, doing good, doing good. It's nice of you to join in. Please,
Okay. Thank you,
please
sir.
tell me.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
one of the question here. When
Yes,
in
sir.
the LTCT, if you are having 150 kilowatt only, maximum load will be there.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. In this case, how much we can put on solar or recommendation on this?
Sir, as we were just discussing, the feeding into the grid is not really a good solution. And if we go for 150 megawatt, it might totally be, you may consume and also feed into the grid, for which you may not really get paid for in a proper way. So what we would ideally suggest is look at your consumption. What is your consumption? Take from your bills, we can possibly look at your consumption and then say, if based on your consumption, this is the ideal amount of power plant, I mean, the solar rooftop plant that we can put up, and then we will go ahead and do it, rather than looking at one single solution for a 150 kilowatt. So 150 kilowatt might be your connected load, but what is your normal consumption pattern? Based on that, we might have to take a call. So if you say we could come and check up, ARB has got people who can come and check. Even eClouds and ARB together will send you a team, and then we could possibly check out what is your total consumption. And based on that consumption pattern, we can suggest to what extent you can put up the plant.
We can adjust
That
in
would
the
be
other hour
ideal.
also. Sir? Is it possible?
Sorry, sir?
We can adjust in the night because it's a textile industry. It is 24 hours. We can adjust in the night hours.
As per the current order, you cannot adjust. As per the current order, you cannot adjust. That's
Or,
what
in rooftop.
even yes, a rooftop thing. Whatever is fed into it, it is not really an adjustment. If you feed into the grid, it is paid at a different rate.
Okay.
So whatever you are sending into the grid will be paid for at their buying rate. Whatever you consume will be paid at their selling rate. So that is the difference.
Okay. In this, we cannot adjust in the night hours. That is the only thing.
Yes, sir. As of now, yes, that's the rule. So it's better to stick inside the capacity, whatever our consumption capacity, so that there is no waste of power, or you're not exporting power back into the grid.
Okay, note down this one. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Mr. Vijay?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I make a question? I'm Nandakumar here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. See, we have close to around 300 our employees in our company. Suppose we suggest that probably eClouds along with ORB Energy, together offer a kind of loan scheme for the people to install in the residential places, either flats or independent houses, and you be able to provide that as a kind of a loan to the employees, and we can recover it through the monthly schemes and pay it to you back. Will that be working out if it is taken? And you said there is a no collateral free loans be provided by ORB Energy. Will that be looking it workable?
I will leave
It will
this.
be
Yeah,
workable,
I leave it to
but
Vijay Anand.
because not done it earlier, but this is some new thing you are coming up. because in funding to an individual and funding through a, because it will be a funding through your organization. So what we
Okay.
can do, we can tie up with you, have an
Okay.
agreement with you, and we can fund them. That I can discuss with my management also. This is a good thing. I can
Okay.
discuss with management and come back.
Sure. We'll also, talk to your team, and your team has told that is doing an excellent job in providing suitable, the documentation, collateral free, and you are doing that. So you can discuss with your management and let us inform. So we will take it up suitably.
No problem, sir. We'll do it.
Sure, sure.
Sure. Thank you. We
Sure.
had
Thanks.
one. We had one more question coming up from someone else.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm Balakrishnan from Rabin Industries to Mr. Vijayanand.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Actually, our
Yeah, yes,
consumption is
please.
around 2,20,000 unit per month,
Okay, sir.
and we have around 1.2 lakh square feet roof.
So this is for it's a single roof, right? I have visited your plant actually.
Yes, sir. It is single roof.
It's a single roof, yeah. So
Yeah,
I think on your we can go with almost 400 kilowatt.
Okay.
So according to your roof space, we can go up to 400 kilowatt with the higher capacity modules. Almost 500 kilowatt is possible.
Fine, sir.
So it is between 400 to 500
Our
kilowatt
consumption is around 2,30,000 unit per month.
per month. But the total consumption cannot be set off with your rooftop. And
Okay.
what we will do is on your consumption pattern, what we are going to do is we will take only the C4 slot consumption. That means morning 9 to evening 6 consumption.
Okay.
Because only that time the captive generation will happen.
Okay.
So based on that we can work it out. So we can also study your electricity bill and suggest.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I am Sukumar from L&T Shipbuilding. This is the question for Vijayanand.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Is it audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, sir. Please tell me.
Sir, we are the ST consumers. Our
Okay,
plant is located in Chennai.
Okay, sir.
Our ST service is 33 kV. Weekly plants on rooftop. This regulation is permitted to raise 100%.
Sir, your voice is cracking. Can you come again?
Sir, we have 33 kV power supply
Okay, sir.
from the Tangent Co.
Okay, sir.
And almost we are consuming 4 lakhs plus units per month
Okay, sir.
from the Tangent Co. If we are go for rooftop solar, it is 100% insulation is you can consume or
What's your sanction demand, sir?
sanction demand is 5,000 5,100
5,000 kV, right?
5,100 kV.
5,100 kV. So in this case, if it is 5,100 kV, first of all, according to this policy, it is the upper slab is up to 1 megawatt
1 megawatt only for the TLT.
for the total captive consumption.
Yes.
So above 1 megawatt, what happens is they will consider you as a utility client. So that means if it is a 500 kVA, you will be having a dedicated feeder, and the wheeling charges will come into play. Yes, the project can be done even for the 5 megawatt also. The rooftop project can be done, but it will be under a utility scheme.
Then it is permitted is up to 1 megawatt.
Yeah, 1 megawatt captive, there is no issues. You can directly go with the 1 megawatt captive. That means 1,20,000 and odd generation per month against your 4 lakh unit consumption. So in this case, what we can do is, I think it's better to study your electricity consumption than to suggest on the capacity.
Okay, sir. What are the benefits we will get? We are in the SEZ zone.
So what is even in the SEZ now the power cost the tariff is 6 rupees 35 paise plus taxes 68.
Taxes are zero.
Taxes are zero. That means you are paying only 6 rupees 35 paise.
6 rupees 30 paise, sir.
That is the tariff you are going to save. So in this
Yes,
case,
yes. Already we are our billing per unit is 6 rupees 35 paise only.
okay, that you can save. And the main advantage on your captive plant is there is no charges, there is no billing charges. It is only a parallel operation charges which works out only 10 paise per unit. Comparing to your billing charges is 1 rupees 10 paise or 20 paise based on your evacuation system.
Yes.
Other than
On
this,
this case,
for the installation of 1 megawatt plant, any benefit to get from the government?
benefit is from the government. It is only the accelerated depreciation. That is the benefit you are getting it from the government. Apart from that, if you are going for a 1 megawatt, that means no step up is required. That means we are eliminating the step up part, the step up transformers, breakers, even the evacuation system altogether. It will cost you not less than 35 to 40 lakhs. So your project cost comes down. So it is almost like 15% of your project cost. So if you ask me what's the benefit from the government, accelerated depreciation is the benefit from the government.
Thanks for the.
Maybe I can add a little thing on this. I feel if you want us to study the whole thing, it's better if you can share your EB bill details. I don't know whether you have already given it to us, but if we could share your bill details, we can work out and then give you what is the best option. And whatever Vijayanand was saying, you can also install more than 1 megawatt, but it could be useful in some cases. In some cases where paying even the transmission wheeling cost could be beneficial to you. So if we can share the details, then we can possibly give you a better suggestion on how to go about on this.
Yes, sir.
Which company is yours?
L&T Shipbuilding.
L&T Shipbuilding.
L&T Shipbuilding.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Listening.
Sir, your said is right, sir. Already we have shared our entire data to cloud. And
correct.
It's fully studied, and it is held up with some regulations clarity from the government.
Okay.
That's what is stuck up, and we are waiting for you.
I think the process has been done before October 2019. So I think we got some clarifications on the regulatory thing.
No, we are done the 2019 only.
No, he is talking about the new one, Vijayanand. Whatever he has been discussing with us, he has shared the papers with us. So I think we should go back. We should get back to him with some more clarifications on this. I think our Shankar and Subbu are already working on it. Sukumar sir, we will come back to you certainly. We'll just come back to you on this.
Actually, our boss, Mr. Vishwan sir, is contacted teams.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Correct. Sure. We'll stay in touch, sir. We'll stay in touch.
Okay. Thanks for the.
Thank you. Thank you, Sumar. Any other questions from anyone else?
One more question from Jagannathan here.
Yes, please. Yes, sir.
So whatever generation making today, we can adjust by tomorrow in HT side.
No, sir. So it is a real-time consumption. So at
Yes.
the time you generate, it will be consumed into your factory. So there is no banking for the next day.
No banking, no pseudo banking. Nothing is there. Yes. It is consumed straight away. That's how it is, sir.
It's a real-time consumption, sir. So this requires a more detailed survey and engineering to design your system, design the capacity, so that whatever is generated is consumed and your payback is faster.
Okay, because during the rainy season, it will be variable of generation. So that I'm asking that.
In rainy season, yes, the generation will be less, but it will not be zero like wind. So it will be a minimum 50% generation will be available.
Okay. Because in factory holidays, it will be generation will be there, but we cannot consume.
Then if you cannot consume it, then if there is zero load, then the inverter automatically switch off. So
Okay.
on the 3 days, it will be a waste of energy.
Okay.
It cannot be consumed.
Otherwise, we can pump into the feeder. It is on holidays. It is possible.
No, sir. Yeah, zero feed in into the grid.
So sir, in case of, I think there is some confusion, Jagannathan sir. I think confusing between LT and HT. In case of HT, there is no feed in from the generation end is allowed into the grid. In case of LT, they allow you a feed in into the grid, but is paid at the buying rate, which is 75% of the rate, which we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
in case of HT, no feed in is allowed.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for clarification.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, sir? I think we are sharp on time. 12 o'clock, 40 minutes was what we planned, but 12 was the schedule for closing the meeting. If you have further questions, you can always email us or talk to us also subsequently. We are always available, and if you know, should have been in touch with one or other of our people. So any questions or any queries, if you have, we will always come back to clarify the same to the max extent possible. And if you are interested in it, we could also conduct a survey of your location and then give you a better, a clear, full-fledged proposal for you. So let me, I think Purnesh, who's doing the, is there a word of thanks?
Yes, sir. Ms. Vaishali will be delivering the vote of thanks.
Oh, yes. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining in on my behalf. Vaishali will do it for the company's behalf. Yes, thank you.
Good morning, all. As we come to the closure of this solar rooftop regulation, it's a great honor to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped this event making such a resound success. It also, and I also thank all the distinguished invitees. And I also thank all the distinguished invitees present here for accepting our invitations. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for coming in. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.